Hi, welcome to Stout Guys. I'm your host Kyle.
And I'm your co-host Eric.
Today, we're going to drink some beers. So for those who know us,
Who does know us?
the people who actually watch, we have not been kind to IPAs. Never tried one on the show. Just don't like them. So today, we bring you a Milkshake IPA.
There's a word in there that I like.
Yeah. Is it mango?
It's milkshake.
Oh, all right.
The other M.
The other M. A mango milkshake IPA coming out of Powder Hollow Brewery out of Hazardville, Connecticut, which is Enfield, Connecticut. So they started brewing back in 2014. They made their first site on their original brew rig. And then they opened up another site in Middletown, Connecticut.
Okay.
All right. But Middletown, they have a whole tap of their in-house tap-only creations.
That I like. That is up my alley.
Oh, yeah.
That is up both our
I mean,
alleys.
you can't get it anywhere except for right there. And to me, that just sounds awesome, so we got to make a trip out there, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking. We want to see the experimental brews, even the ones that are failures. So.
Yep, all of those. They also have their experimental pilot brewing system up there. Don't know what it means. Don't know what it is. It's just that's at Enfield as well.
But they're more than welcome to show us.
Yeah. Huh? So, without further ado, we're going to dive right into this one because there's nothing on the can except for a history of Powder Hollow Brewery and goes back to Civil War and all that stuff. Very, very disappointing crack, actually.
Well,
And in full transparency, we've had these before. We like it. I've actually been drinking them the last couple nights.
and I've actually been to Powder Hollow Brewery. I've been to the Enfield location. I believe it was some point after 2014, but they didn't have a second location at the time. I enjoyed it. It has kind of a saloony vibe, but it was fun. They had a lot of good products. I bought a t-shirt.
If you buy a t-shirt, you know the place is good, right?
Exactly.
So, pouring it out,
Put that in my bag.
seems like a nice hazy IPA-ish color. I wouldn't call it golden. I'd call it yellow.
Yeah, it's carbonated. It's probably more yellow than even golden.
Yeah, an opaque yellow.
Yeah. Looks cidery.
You know, I wanted to say that, but I don't think it does. I think it,
No?
it definitely has its own unique color right now. It definitely looks like the can on the mango. Definitely does.
It smells pretty.
Definitely smell the mango and that hops from an
Yeah.
IPA, which is what it's known for. That sip right there, I really didn't get any hops up front, which is actually enjoyable. I really got that nice, smooth mango flavor.
I'm getting so much really good mango and just good beer. I don't get that super citrusy hop. I don't get any of that hoopla regarding hops and what hops taste like what and if they're bitter, if they're citrusy. This is mango.
Yeah, it's really good. Now, is it a milkshake, though? To me, it's a little carbonated, so it doesn't give that nice smooth. When I think milkshake, I'm thinking creamy and smooth. And we've had a milkshake IPA, and for the life of me, I can't remember. It was by Captain Lawrence. It was pink. It was smooth. It was creamy, almost like a strawberry cream when you poured it out. It was so good. It was my first milkshake IPA, and it was so good. I'm like, I'm going to give IPAs another chance, and I'm going to search for another good milkshake IPA, and I haven't found one yet.
That was probably... We shared that one.
Yep.
That one, I believe, was probably the better of the milkshake beers that we've had. That was probably the best that we've had. This is very good.
No.
But I do agree with you there. I don't know if it's a milkshake IPA, just based on body and mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a close second, in my opinion, because I've had a couple other milkshake IPAs that just tasted like, all right, this is an IPA. It's a beer. Why are they calling it a milkshake?
As it sits in the back of your throat, it does take on a more hoppy bitterness, which is not unwelcome since it has so much upfront sweetness from the mango.
All right, so we're going to let this sit for a little bit and come right back. All right, so something we forgot to do is when we looked at the can during the break is I mentioned that this is made with 250 pounds, it's 250 lbs,
Lubs.
of real mango. So this one can has 250 pounds of mangoes in here?
I'm going to guess the batch, but
That makes more sense.
I mean,
that makes more sense.
If somebody in the world can fit 250 pounds of pureed mango in a can, it can maybe be done. Who knows?
I don't know how stretchy can this get. And it also comes in at 6%, which to me seems like an average beer in these days.
I think that kind of seems like the norm, especially amongst craft brews. Right?
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go for that second sip, and there's still that great mango sweet. Like my mouth is watering now.
Yeah,
Like
I was gonna say, and something that I thought about upon the second break is, like, you got to go back to the days when you were being packed those fruit cups. The ones that are the pre-sliced fruits, the pre-sliced fruit with the simple syrup in them. Mm-hmm. Those mangoes, I feel like, are used in here. I know they're not, but it sure tastes like they are. It's just so sweet and good.
So if you're not an IPA fan, like we're not IPA fans, I would definitely say give this a try. If you are an IPA fan and all you want is that IPA hops, punch me in the back of the throat tongue, you're not going to find that in this. It's that nice, to me, it's a great balance. To me, it's a great sweet and bitter balance.
Yeah, and I like how you kind of let in with that, because I was going to say, I'm thinking in my mind, who is this beer going to appeal to? It's a hard call. I would say it's going to appeal to people who are into more experimental brews, somebody who wants something that doesn't taste like everything else on the shelf. You're going to find it with that. IPA fans, probably not for you per se. It's just not all that hoppy. You're not getting the citrus, you're not getting the bitterness. It does hit in the back of the throat a little bit, but it's not going to be there enough for you to like it. Maybe you've got that buddy who really loves IPAs and they're trying to turn you onto an IPA. This would probably be the one that they would want to start you out with.
Yeah. Only if you like mango. If you like mango.
Also true.
Yeah. I guess we're trying to say, if you love mangoes, you gotta try this.
Yeah, it's a very niche beer, right? So if you like mango and you like experimenting with your beers a little bit, this is for you.
All right. On that call. On that note. This last call.
On that note.
A lot of carbonation going down. I didn't get any carbonation really, like, drinking it, but nothing but sweet mango afterwards.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's weird because when you do a nice final gulp, you don't really get hit with that big upfront sweetness, but you do get it on the backside. So either way, when you drink it slow or fast, it's pretty good.
You're getting that sweet mango all around. That's just a good beer.
It is. A+.
A+ all around.
So today we are going to be drinking the Night Shift Brewing Bennington. It is an oatmeal stout with maple syrup and Dutch processed cocoa. So what I know about Night Shift Brewing is that they started in actually 2007 in Somerville, Massachusetts. A bunch of buddies got together. They had a passion for beer. They wanted to see this through to fruition. So actually in 2012, they garnered enough steam, made a good product, decided that they were going to go all in. They bought a warehouse in Everett, Massachusetts, and started Night Shift Brewing. And as of today, they have 2 brewing facilities in Boston and Everett. And yeah, things are going very well for them, to the point where in 2016, they started their own distribution company just to get craft goods out to the masses. They just really believe in the craft product, the craft mindset, locally sourced uses, and yeah. So they do everything from beer to ciders to seltzers to coffee.
Oh, another very disappointing crack today.
Ooh.
So, I have had a maple stout before. I was out of Vermont. Crap. Again, I can't remember the name of the place. But it was actually really good, so I can't wait to try this one.
It's very dark, as I would expect from a stout.
Ooh, got a good head coming up. Nice brown head.
Good head. It's dissipating quickly, which is good.
Yours is, because you don't know how to pour.
It's okay. Nobody wants to sip through an inch of foam.
All right, so... Oh my... I am cooking bacon on the stove right now. Mm-hmm. That's what I smell, that maple... I know there's no bacon in it, but it just...
You know what? It has this... It's almost like a nutty, gristly...
The gristle, yeah.
Like, smell. It's not off-putting. I know nobody wants to associate gristle with good smells, but... It's very inviting.
Maple bacon gristle is what I'm getting right off the bat.
Let's dig into this bad boy.
Oh, fuck it. Oh.
Okay.
That is breakfast in a can right there.
I like that. That's something I would drink almost all the time. So this is cool.
All right, so I said I had another maple stout before, and I've had other maple beers and everything. This tastes like I'm drinking maple syrup right out of the canister.
Yeah, I think for the most part, all maple products I've had, at least in terms of alcohol, have been underwhelming. This is most definitely not at all. It's very much maple forward. You do definitely get cocoa. You get a little vanilla. You get...
I forgot there was cocoa in here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of maple in it.
I want to say that it's balanced to the point where nothing overwhelms another flavor, but the maple does. The maple does overwhelm.
You get that sweet maple, and then it goes down to that dry maple syrup mouthfeel, and then you kind of get the stout, and it goes real bitter.
Yeah, and you know what? I like it.
Definitely.
It gives you the same palate taste as salted caramel, so you get the sweet and savory, I guess. So you kind of get the sweet up front and a little bit bitter on the back end.
And you get that dry mouth that maple syrup gives you.
Right, and then you just keep drinking it.
And then you just keep drinking it, like we've said in the past. But oh my god, yeah! If you love maple syrup, you're gonna love this. So we were discussing this during the break and everything, and it drinks like a stout. It does. It has the profile and everything that you expect from a stout when you take a sip. But if you don't like overly sweet drinks, I'd almost say steer away from this. Like, I love it. I'm loving it. I love maple syrup and everything like that. And even though we keep saying we don't like sweet things, we're looking for that bitter, I guess we're liars after this drink.
Well, listen, we've been big advocates for drinking things and getting the flavor notes that are as advertised on the can, and this one nails it. It says it is packed. It's chock full of maple syrup, and it is.
Oh, it is. So, at the end of the day, it kind of just seems like you take a stout, you take some maple syrup, pour it in, stir it up, and drink it. Except better. Because I don't think that would actually mix pretty well. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, probably not.
I feel like I get a lot of maple syrup on the bottom.
So one thing I will say that I haven't really touched upon, there is one note that I am also getting that maybe you're not getting as much, and that's just the roasted malt, or just the roasted something, whether it's a nutty flavor, it may even be, dare I say, coffee, unfortunately. But there's something in there that's a little bit roasted.
Well,
it's good. It complements the maple syrup.
The Bennington, and they say it on the back of the can, this oatmeal stout gets its name from the sugar maker town of Bennington, Vermont. We add heaps of maple syrup and Dutch processed cocoa to the brew, filling this beer with comfort and warmth. I definitely got the comfort and warmth.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's a warm, cozy beer.
It's hugging me as I drink it. Aromas of dark chocolate and brown sugar lead into flavors of rich maple, black cherry, and cocoa. There's no better beer for your cozy night in.
Yeah, listen, I don't know where the hell they came up with the black cherry, but
yeah,
more power to them for throwing it in there.
That's surprising. But let's get that second sip.
You didn't have to throw it in there.
I don't know, maybe they did.
Maybe.
See, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, as soon as I put my nose up to it, all I'm getting is maple. I'm so overwhelmed with it.
Yeah, as soon as it goes up to your nose, you smell the maple, and it finishes with maple, so...
Maybe I'm getting a little bit of the cocoa. Maybe that's what I'm getting. That's because I taste the stout, but it just tastes like a different kind of stout. So maybe that's the cocoa bringing it in. Whatever it is, it's absolutely delicious.
It's definitely a good flavor combination. Quite good. I like it. We nailed it today.
I think we nailed it. Like, and I was excited about these beers, but I wasn't like overly excited. I'm like, all right, let's do an episode. And with that, actually, we do have all the information for both these breweries down in the description. All of their Facebooks, their homepages, their Twitters, their Instagrams, all that, if they have them. All our information is down there. If you're liking the music at the beginning and the end of our episode, that's Erin's Guild. So their links are all down in their description. They've been putting on more shows now that some of the restrictions are lifting up in New Hampshire and Vermont. So they're playing again. Go out and see them. Awesome night.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen them multiple times.
We've had some good times.
Good times. Good times all around. Other than that, go down in the description. Let us know what you like. If you've had these, let us know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.
Cheers.
Oh, that finishes so good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, whiskey in a jar, oh, take away my sorrow. I'm done with the rest of today. Oh, whiskey in a jar, oh, I'll see you tomorrow. And just let it fade away. Yeah, just let it